I must be on something right now. Look how I spelled alien. I didn't expect an alien reveal before GTA 6, but, you know, it happened. I didn't want it to, but it did. So let's look at Iceberg of existential horror theories. You'd smash your pass? You'd smash this? Hold on. Is it even a bro? You know, I heard that it had eggs, so it must be a female.
From gigantic ancient entities sleeping under the ocean to prophecies about the end of everything present in every culture. I love that
video, dude. I love the SpongeBob memes.
Obsessed with existentially dreadful
where
thoughts.
The world is falling apart. They're just dancing.
Byproduct of the animalistic human brain, or a creative feature of the first of its kind characteristic of living beings known as consciousness, it is an integral part of the human experience. Luckily for us, the universe has no shortage of existential theories to keep you up at night, ranging from the consequences of a potentially eternal cyclic universe to the questionable continuity of consciousness. I've gathered some of the more frightening ones, so let's rank them down an iceberg chart by their abilities to cause an existential crisis.
All right, here we go. Simulation hypothesis.
Everything goes on as normal up until one day, a cat falls through the texture, and the underlying fabric of the simulation is revealed.
Oh, damn.
We all heard this one 1,000 times before.
That is so true.
If every civilization passes one point of technological advancement, they could try simulating a downsized version of the universe for the purpose of...
those videos of where, like, planes are floating, like, in midair, like, they're fully, like, stationary in the sky? I saw those videos, and I can't tell if they're faked or not, even though they easily could be faked. But it's recorded by someone... like, I could tell they're at least, like, a mom coming home from their 9 to 5 that works in a suburban neighborhood and goes on YouTube once every, like, 500 years. Like, it's those types of people that capture these videos, and it has me bamboozled to the fact, like, why would they make this type of video and fake it, right?
Analyzing cosmological and biological evolution, or doing it just for the lols. Given that there is only one original universe, in which thousands or perhaps billions of simulations are run, even recursively, the chances of us being part of one are very, very high. We might never know, or maybe one day we will reach the end of pi, revealing the accuracy of floating point numbers of the simulator hardware. That would be an awkward day for human mathematics.
Strange matter catastrophe. Never heard of that one before.
The concept of strange matter refers to a hypothetical form of matter made up of up, down, and strange quarks, which is predicted to be more stable than normal matter.
What?
This matter could exist in the form of incredibly dense objects known as strange stars or strangelets, or inside the core.
Dude, that sounds like some backrooms level lore right there. Like, on level 52, you have to pass by the strange star. Just like
neutron stars. The strange matter catastrophe is a hypothetical scenario where normal matter is converted into strange matter in an uncontrolled manner, which could lead to the destruction of the entire Earth or even the entire universe.
Strange matter.
Matter is converted into strange matter through a process called strange quark nuggets, when a small piece of strange matter called a strangelet collides with normal matter.
Dude, a McDonald's 20-piece sounds really good right now.
Events such as the collision of strange stars, the collision of cosmic rays with the Earth's atmosphere, or the collision of high-energy particles and particle accelerators. Thankfully, the concept remains hypothetical for now, but it only takes one unfortunate instance to be proven wrong.
Rocco's Basilisk.
This thought experiment posits that in the future, when humans eventually bring a super-intelligent AI into existence, its power will allow it to control the world and determine the fate of humanity. The idea is that if this AI is not benevolent, it might have a desire to punish those who did not help bring it into existence.
So basically, this part of the iceberg is having an AI that controls the world.
What exactly are you?
Neuroscience of free will.
Most likely. But are you the body? Or rather the brain? Perhaps they're interlinked and it's impossible to consider them independently.
I think we're just brains. Like, I feel like I'm just a brain right now. But I'm just doing stuff.
By the brain. Be it from some purely biological processes, some quantum mechanical tomfoolery, or just an unexpected side effect of the evolution of the cerebral cortex. Consciousness seems to be an emergent property of the brain. And here's where it gets interesting. Several neuroscientific studies that measured the activity of neurons found that neurotransmitters firing rates ramp up just before a decision.
You guys want to see some real neuron activation? Positive neuron activation!
Decision is consciously made. Essentially, before you consciously make a decision, the brain has already done that for you, giving you an illusion of you being in control. This leaves you as purely an observer trapped inside your body, with the illusion of having free will. At least that illusion is pretty convincing, so you might as well not think about it. But are you tired of feeling like your online choices are being controlled by outside forces? With today's sponsor, you can take back—
There's the sponsor. There. Oh, that's a long sponsor. Holy. Continuity of consciousness.
Remember how free will was potentially a very intricate illusion of the brain? That's not where the terrors of consciousness end. The brain generating the consciousness, which we determine to be you, can be thought of as a computer generating its virtual environment from its hardware components. And you know what happens when you restart the computer? The virtual environment ceases to exist for a bit and is then generated again.
I don't even know if that's even possible.
When you're fully unconscious, as during general anesthesia, your consciousness ceases to exist temporarily, during which you are gone. But thankfully, when your brain turns back on, you're pulled out of the void of darkness back into reality.
Nah.
Right? This is bordering philosophy, but it depends on how you define you. If you are the current instance of your consciousness, if it's gone, you're gone. When the brain turns it back on, a new instance will appear.
Bro, that reminds me. But this dude was getting interviewed on what the most traumatic instance of his life was. And this dude actually said that he was legally dead for like 12 minutes or 6 minutes. But during those 6 minutes, he saw nothing but blackness. But he felt at peace. Like, it was the most peace he's ever felt in his entire life was when he was surrounded by blackness, when he was legally dead for like 6 to 12 minutes. You should make use of your time every single day. We all have 24 hours in a day. Make sure to enjoy the little things in life because that's what really matters. Positive note, okay? Motivation.
As long as the brain structure didn't change much, the consciousness will be nearly identical to the previous one, but it will be a different instance due to the break of continuity. The new you will have all the memories prior to you going unconscious, and thus no reason to believe that it wasn't the same consciousness experiencing reality ever since your birth. That's the same argument as to why teleportation or mind uploading would be a bit problematic. So whatever you do, don't break the continuity of your consciousness.
Neuralink?
Thankfully, it seems that you don't go fully unconscious when you sleep, so you can rest assured at night. Not much that you can do with this information, but this video is about existential terrors for a reason.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. Bear with me. This is a Naruto reference. So there's this thing in Naruto called the Infinite Tsukuyomi. I think that's what it's called, okay? Don't quote me on that. But it's basically this ability that allows you to put someone in this thing called a genjutsu, where they live out their entire life in a nanosecond, which is actually something that can actually happen to people. I'm pretty sure you've heard a Reddit story where this dude got tackled by some random dude, and he lived out an entire life, a divorce, like a new marriage, and then finally, like, growing old and dying. And when he finally died at the very end of that, he woke up and he was in the ER, and they said that he was tackled and he was passed out for not even 6 minutes, which is such a crazy and scary thought. I'm just like, bro, what the?
False vacuum decay could result in a catastrophic release of energy in the form of an ever-growing bubble at the speed of light, converting everything it touches to a lower energy field, destroying matter in the process.
Bro, what is up with
the transition to the
space is insane. Like black holes that can atomify you, you have wormholes that can teleport you, you have disintegration waves that can stretch out. You have supernovas that can burn like galaxies. You have suns and black holes that are literally like 100 times the size of our own galaxy, which is insane to think about. It's like, bro, like...
of energy could be enough to destroy our universe,
do
or
what
at
you
least
want.
make it very likely uninhabitable.
Don't let anyone stop
and given
you.
its expansion at the speed of light, we would never see it come.
Oh, wait a minute. Eternal reoccurrence.
Given enough time, everything that can happen will happen. This is the mathematical truth that is at the basis of eternal recurrence. Given any non-zero probability for any event and endless time.
That would be pretty cool to live like 200 years, you know? See what happens, right, over time? But choose when you die. Right? I would want that to happen. I wouldn't want to live forever because, you know, at the end of the day, you'd watch the planet and eventually, like, the sun, like, die. Because if you could live forever, like, bro. I saw this TikTok of, it was POV. You live forever and you're practically invincible. But you thought the sun could finally put you out of your misery, but actually it left you in eternal torment and you feel your flesh being burnt off. Like an unlimited amount of times. Until eventually the sun explodes. So there's that to think about. No. Wait. No.
Do we have an infinite amount of time? There was most definitely a beginning, the Big Bang. What was before, we don't yet know.
I mean, if people never existed, you probably have...
is that of the recurrent universe.
A near unlimited amount of time.
Scientists predict that the fate of the universe is to die of a heat death that is cooling down and expanding into nothingness over a very, very, very long period of time until almost nothing remains. And with astronomically small odds, which most importantly are non-zero, a new Big Bang will eventually be triggered by random quantum fluctuations. A possible origin of our own universe. If this is true,
what
here
happens?
Are the implications. There has been and there will be an infinite number of universes.
Yo, that's crazy to think about. So you have our universe, like, let's just say Big Bang, that goes into a Big Bang, that goes into a Big Bang. Damn. That's actually crazy.
And has been relived forever. And so will your wildest dreams and worst nightmares. But if we go by our prior definition of consciousness, it will be a different instance living each life, so you might get to rest inside the void in the meantime.
Resting inside the void. Me waking up for school in the morning. Just gotta step out of the void real quick. That's what I call my room.
Following right up on the previous idea, given infinite time, it is much more likely that in the void of space, quantum fluctuations would give rise to a pseudobrain with an exact neural structure that would store all of your memories and experiences, and that it would give rise to an entire universe. It's pure probability, similarly to how the odds of a single real English word showing up when one shakes a box of...
We are in the trenches in the morning, all Apple users, okay? Like, even if we throw that on Constellation in the morning, it still has us waking up like we're like we're in the trenches in World War I.